Hello dear viewer and welcome to this showcase and review of Northgard on iOS with me, Jalinon. Northgard is made by Playdigious. It is rated ages 9+ on the App Store. It's $8.99, not including DLC kind of content for extra clans. It is shown right here. You can unlock the Snake, Dragon, and Kraken clans. And other than that, what else do you need to know? It is pretty high ranking in the role-playing category, though I would classify it more as a real-time strategy game, in all honesty. It's about 881 megabytes, so pretty close to a gigabyte of data you'll need on your device. And other than that, there are a bunch of options you can do. I put up my menu scale all the way, and I think that was a good decision. There's a lot of stuff you want to try to micromanage when you can, and that is helpful. You can enable tips if you need it, change the language. The music's pretty good in the background, except for when it kind of jumps. Usually after about an hour of play, it'll seem to kind of bug out a bit. You can fix that just by saving your game and then reloading it after closing the app and reopening it. So that's what I found to work pretty well. There is a story mode, so you can do normal difficulty. After you do that, it'll show you what your bonus objectives are in general. There's also hard and extreme. I would highly recommend start on normal. The game is pretty brutal in terms of how difficult it is. Normal feels perfect to me because it's a challenge, but it's not punishing. You may need to play more than once because you're not sure exactly which direction to go or what you need in order to accomplish an objective. But, you know, there's a good amount of levels. 11 in total, which is pretty good. It's a good introduction to the game as well. Now, there's no multiplayer as far as I'm aware. That's one thing to keep in mind. So single player is all you're going to get. However, if you love strategy games, I think this is a pretty good deal. It's pretty much the best RTS I've seen on the App Store. Iron Marines, pretty close. Other than that, yeah, I can't really think of any good ones that come to mind. Let me know in the comments below if you know of some that I should check out. But yeah, you can basically go into single player, select map types if you want to do that. You can have random, foothills, all that sort of stuff. We are going to jump in. I'm going to keep purple. We're going to try a Ragnarok map. High world hostility means we'll probably have a little bit of difficulty. Let's be real. Let's make a large map just because. No, we'll make it small. And you can also choose which victory conditions matter. Domination being kill everything else. Wisdom being research. Trade. You can get a trade victory by unlocking great trade routes, having your boats go around, and trading with people, getting you commerce points and stuff. Fame is you basically kill enough cool monsters and things that you get good. And map special, that probably only applies to this part. So, without paying for the DLC, you have 6 clans to choose from. They all have different starting bonuses, different fame bonuses. That's one of the benefits of having fame. And then a unique relic that you do have to forge. I figured that out in the last episode if you want to check it out. And yes, that unique relic does not include the other relics you could forge. Let's go ahead and take the Stag Clan. I'm not sure I can pronounce their actual name. Eikthrnir? I'm going to pretend that's right. In the bottom left, you see Start Game and Back. And we will start our game. Load times are pretty good. One thing to note is it is a battery hog. It's less so outside of story mode, but your device will probably get pretty hot. So that is one thing to consider. I'm going to get a Woodcutter's Lodge, Scout Camp, and then we do have better starting bonuses in terms of being able to colonize quickly. So that'll be good. But yeah, the game is basically your traditional build up your resources and then expand and conquer. There are, of course, other ways to win. We can see up here our victory conditions. Defeat other clans. We can get blessings from the gods. Let's see, I don't believe... There's our lore screen. So you have different abilities per clan to research as well. if you decide to research, which is usually a great idea. You want a little bit of lore, the research points. And then once you get enough unlocked, 6 of those knowledges, you can choose one of these blessings. And if you want the lore victory or the wisdom victory, you need all your blessings unlocked. And I think it's 15 total? Something like that. You have to research like 15 things. We got our scouts. I need people there. Then I should probably build the healer's hut. The healers of this clan will gather food if they're not actively healing people, which is really good. Other clans, let me remember, it's the Boar clan, their healer's hut will instead do lore when they're not actively healing people. Which, yeah, that can help you get that wisdom victory. I almost grabbed it, but I missed it by that much. But most importantly, yes, deer. We want to colonize that territory. Once scouts have found the territory and looked through it, you can actually send troops there. You can colonize it if there's nothing to try to bite you. Sometimes wolves have parts of an area, and you need to beat up the wolves and stuff to take it. Because otherwise you die to the wolves. They aren't nice dogs. Other than that, yes. As you can see, the graphics are pretty good. There's no real blood or gore. Other things parents should know, in the story mode, there's maybe a couple adult comments that aren't really, graphic or anything. And a couple words like Beaver Dam and Helheim. So, overall pretty clean as a game. There is, of course, a Viking tale of revenge. If your dad gets murdered, you're going after the murderer. That's a thing. So that might be another worry for parents. But otherwise, I would say the rated age is 9+. Pretty okay. I would still recommend probably ages 12+ just for Viking vengeance content, but it's not really graphic, so it's like, you know what? It's probably fine how it is. I have no more villagers, so I can't assign them to special jobs. I have my sheep. Sheep will give you a reduction in firewood needed during the winter. That's another big thing about this game, is the environment will also try to kill you, or at least make your life difficult. One thing I did not realize when I was first doing this was your normal villagers will look for food by themselves. And anybody who's not a normal villager is not necessarily looking for food unless they are in something like a hunter's lodge or a fisherman's hut. So once one of my scouts is done scouting, I will attempt to pull it back so we can get better positive food income before the winter hits. At the top left of the screen, we can see the timeline. Right now, we're in summer. It's pretty good. That white patch on the timeline, that's winter coming. It'll also show us when things like rats will try to eat our food, stuff like that. Ooh, I want this lake for a number of reasons. Okay. More deer over there. Wow, this is a much better starting location than my last game. So yeah. For all you achievement hunters, there's also a lot of achievements in this game. So that could also be quite fun. Oh, I need a house. I can't grow my clan. We're happy right now, which is good, but we have a population cap. Oh, and we just made contact with these people, the Mirkarfar. So the Dark Elves? Oh, an aggressive and cunning native faction. Never trust them and watch their moves carefully. But you can set up trading routes with people. Do we care to take this land from them? It's a very harsh thing to say. It's pretty dark, really. But, yeah. Oh, if we do take them down, we gain 50 fame, 150 of the swords, which I'm still not sure exactly what that is. Points, maybe? Food and stuff. Oh, there's our lore, so we can take a knowledge. Scalds will produce stuff. Let's get more lumber for the winter that's coming. Seems like a good plan. I have no one to go and build this house, so we're going to bring back one of our scouts. Maybe both. We'll bring back both scouts. Their progress while scouting does not completely go away. That is useful to know. At least as far as I'm aware, even bringing them back shouldn't take it all away. They can either turn back in at the town hall or at a normal house once we build the houses. Though sometimes I don't know about the AI. I really don't. So as you can see, we just gained +4 food from our one villager that isn't building right now. But yeah. Other things you need to know about the game. Learning a good build order is good. Very important for strategy. Oh, we're under attack. We don't have any warriors, so I'm going to have to be careful here. I'm going to try to micromanage this guy. So once he gets low enough on health, we will move him back. Nope, we're good. Alright. So we want healers. And did we finish our house? We did. So now our clan can grow. Progress stops. So you do want to pay attention to your population. That's really important. It's also very hard to get more people until late game, which is why figuring out how you want to build and everything is pretty important. The native factions will expand if you don't stop them from expanding by taking the land next to them. And sometimes they will attack you. And yeah. Other good things. What else do you need to know? Logships are cool. Build a dock. They help you get more resources, like crowns, the money of the game. The Raven clan is really cool. They can buy land instead of paying with food. And their ships are generally better. And you can buy mercenaries with them, which is also cool. So yes, we want a training camp so we can take out that wolf, get some more hunting lodges up. So we can go to our wonderful military tab. We can build a military building. It'll be great. Eventually, we have our one villager. So once they're done building here, they should go to the next building. It does mean they're not getting food for the winter. That is one thing to keep in mind. And there's a Rune Stone. We can put a villager there. They become a lore master. They give us more lore. Right now we only have 2 lore per tick. So that's not great. We're not smart people. We are all about that fame and glory in the Clan of the Stag. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like it's a decent value. I think you do need to enjoy... Ooh, okay, we want fame. So once our sailor gets in there... Oh, another thing to note, before I go off on my little tangent. Our sailors, or anybody who's not actively working, will have that little clock above them. There's not a great thing on the right side about that. But you can always tap on each icon down here to go to that group. And if you tap and hold, you select that entire unit type, which is very useful. Sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. What I found most useful, though, is once you do get... Come on, go on your raid. Okay. Once you do get your military up, the military button will let you select all of your military units. And within that, you can select one hurt unit and then control their actions solo, so you can kind of kite people. It's one way to get around the fact that you don't have a mouse on the PC. And I think that provides enough little strategery. That's pretty useful. Other than that, yes. I think we've covered most of Northgard and that it's a good RTS. Once again, it does cause your machine to go hot. I'm using an iPad Pro inside a case, so that might not be helping. Other than that, though, the battery usually lasts about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And story mode seems to have more bugs with the music and sound in some areas. And in this mode, you know, you can always just go up to this top right screen, click Save Game, click New Save, and then you can leave and come back, and it'll work. And it also has an autosave. I never really needed it. The game, even with the music kind of acting up, never really messed with the game itself. Like, it never crashed my game outright, which is good. Alright, we have a training camp. It's time to make some military units. This is what you pay the big bucks for. Your military. Alright, we have some coldness. On our military, we have reduced power in the winter. But we're tougher than wolves, ain't we? So yeah, normally we'd have 10 power, but now they have 9 attack power, 5 defense, and 50 health. Good thing we have our healers' huts. So one thing you can do, take out one dude or make them really weak. They heal slower than you do. And here's where I take my healthy unit. Give that guy the smack. Go back in here. Wait a little bit longer. Because the AI will respect your territory, which is nice. Players might not. Let's see. Are we ready? Aim. Fire. Fire at will. Okay. Once again, we can go back in here. Select our one warrior. Make you run. Could have ended poorly, but it didn't. Yay. Now take what I can get. Alright, food silos are also important. Can't build one here unless I click this for 100 crowns to expand the number of buildings, which I will do. We still have positive lumber, so that's good. And I do need more food incoming. When I make these villagers work, that does mean they're not going to have the food income doing that. So that did go more negative as I have somebody go build, because now they're not collecting their own little food. But it's summer, so everybody's more productive. So it's less bad than it was. Yay. Alright. I should probably get somebody on that lore. But we're barely positive food. So yes. Another thing to keep in mind is we could feast to make us even more productive and happy. And we need more houses. Clearly. Go like that. Alright, we are under attack. It does let us know with that noise. We can move over here. Tap on the actually attacked area. And then it'll let you retreat all civilians. It will not put them back in their jobs once the attack is over. So you do have to micromanage that. Pretty important. So all these hunters, if we'd force them to leave, we would have to go back here and assign them again. And sometimes the assigning thing is a little bit funky. Like, as these guys are running over, they will still show up as villagers until they become the thing that they are becoming. Hopefully that made sense. We can make colonization easier. That makes sense to me. And we probably want more weaponry in the near future. We have our two dudes. Draugr are pretty tough. Let's go after the wolves instead. You can then get a fisherman's hut for more food. Food is usually your weakest link at first. Then it's usually crowns, as long as you have at least 2 woodcutters' lodges. These are more wolves than I expected, but it's summer, so we're tougher. And we're fine. Yay. Alright then. Leave me a note below if you have any more questions about Northgard. I have enjoyed my time with it. Let me know if you'd like to see more of the game even. And I hope you have a great day, dear viewer.